A classic problem of highly successful leaders is playing favorites. Playing favorites. Now, none of us think we play favorites, yet we can see this in everyone else. Every time you get promoted, what happens? People laugh at your jokes. They act like your comments are wise. They even treat you as if you've lost a pound or two. Well, it is very hard not to fall into this trap of playing favorites. Now, every company says, we want honest feedback. We want people to express their opinions. We want people to tell the truth. We do not want to reinforce these suck-ups that just fawn to upper management. Although everyone says it, if everyone hates sucking up so much, I have a puzzling question. Why does so much sucking up go on? Well, it goes on because we all tend to create an environment where people learn to suck up to us. Now, I know what you're thinking right now. You know what you're thinking? Yes, Marshall is making a good point. I see other leaders encourage these suck-ups all the time. Not me, of course, but other bad leaders do this. I don't play favorites. They do. This problem is incredibly easy to observe. Where? In everybody else. It's hard to see in ourselves. Now, I'm going to give you an example right now to illustrate how so many of us encourage people to suck up to us in a way that we can't even deny. When I teach my classes, I always ask a question. How many of you own a dog that you love? They'll raise their hands and then I say, what's your dog's name? Oh, Spot and Fido, and they're all excited. They all have their cell phones showing me pictures of the little dog. Then I ask a question. What family member gets the most unqualified positive recognition? Would that be your husband or wife, your kids, or perhaps the dog? In almost every case, who's the winner? The dog. Then I say, do you really love the dog more than the other members of your family? They all go, oh, no. Then I ask, if you do not love the dog the most, why is the dog the one that gets the most positive recognition? Then people say things like, the dog doesn't talk back. The dog is happy to see me when I come home. If I come home late, the dog is still happy to see me. If I come home late and drunk, the dog doesn't care. The dog is a suck-up. And if we're not careful, what behavior do we reinforce? Suck-ups. Now, I'm going to give you some very good guidelines on how to avoid playing favorites. I'm going to give you some good guidelines on how to avoid favoritism. First, rank order your direct reports 4 ways. Number 1, how much do they like me? Now, you do not know how much they like you. What's important is how much do you think they like you? You see, we all say we hate suck-ups. What do we really hate? Bad suck-ups, obvious suck-ups, phony suck-ups. What we love is those people that really, they don't look like they're sucking up. Well, the first question is, how much do they like me? One of my great coaching clients is a woman named Karen Garrison. Karen was the number 2 person at a big company, Pitney Bowes, and then she decided to retire. Before she retired, she made 2 lists before the announcement was made public. List number 1, she called My True Friends. When it is announced I'm no longer with this company, they will still be my true friends. List number 2, suck-ups. When it is announced I'm no longer with this company, these people will not even know my name. She was 50% wrong on both lists. Half the people she thought were her true friends were just good suck-ups. You see, that good suck-up does not look like a suck-up. It looks like your true friend. Half the people she thought didn't care about her did. They said, Karen, you've been such a great leader. We'd love to be your friend. We do not care if you're with this company. Karen asked every one of these people the same question. Why did you not tell me that when we worked together? And they all had the same answer. I didn't want to look like a suck-up. Well, she's just as smart as everyone listening to me right now. This is a trap we all fall into. So if you want to avoid playing favorites, rank order your direct reports 4 ways. Number 1, how much do they like me? Number 2, how much are they like me? Now, this is a different type of favoritism. I found many engineers play favorites with people they don't even like. It sounds like this. He's a jerk, but he's an engineer. fine person, not an engineer. Well, the message is, if you're not an engineer, you do not have a brain. Or if I'm a lawyer, if you're not a lawyer or a salesperson, or someone who reminds me of who? Myself. Number 3, what is their contribution to the company and our customers? Rank order all your direct reports. Who is making the greatest contribution? And then number 4, how much positive personal recognition do I give to them? If we're honest with ourselves, in about 15 to 20% of the cases, we find recognition is more highly correlated with they like me or they remind me of myself than it is correlated with they're making a big contribution. And we might be falling into a trap we don't like in others. What is that trap? Encouraging other people to suck up to us, playing favorites. And always remember, every time you get promoted, this trap gets bigger and bigger and bigger.